Welcome to our webinar, Need Help Billing in TherapyNotes. We can help. Do you have to use TherapyNotes to use our mental health billing service? It's important to stress that providers do not have to be using TherapyNotes or any EMR in order to use our mental health billing service. We have easy online forms providers can complete to provide patient demographics or billing. In addition, we can work with other EMRs like IconNotes and Practice Fusion. If you are using any other EMRs, you can export patient demographics and billing to provide to us. Now, not all practices require the same level of service. Providers should only pay for those services that they need. Therefore, for TherapyNotes users, we offer two different levels of service, Platinum and Premium Plus. For the Platinum service, we can handle all billing responsibilities inside TherapyNotes, setting up new patients, verifying insurance benefits, submitting claims, posting payments, following up on denied claims, providing a revenue report upon request. For setting up new patients in TherapyNotes, the biggest problem with rejected claims for TherapyNotes users is not setting up the patients correctly. For example, maybe you entered the wrong insurance payer or the wrong ID number. For any new patients, you have two options if using our service. First, you can set up all new patients yourself in TherapyNotes. Second, you can complete a simple, secure online form on our website. We then will accurately set up the patient in TherapyNotes. If you choose the second option, you can still set up the patient with basic demographics such as name and date of birth so you can schedule the patient. A third option is if you're using the patient portal, you can request that we review all portal responses, the client insurance form, the client information form. We can do that every day. We can then set up the patients based upon that information and verify benefits for new patients. Whichever option you choose, it is highly recommended that you upload a scanned copy front and back of the patient's insurance card into TherapyNotes. For any new patients or patients who change insurance, if you are enrolled for our Platinum service, we will verify eligibility and benefits. We will enter the information on the Billing Settings tab for the patient. Information entered will include the effective date, deductible, including amount remaining, copay or coinsurance, out-of-pocket max, including amount remaining, if claims go to a third-party payer like Carelon Behavioral Health or Magellan, if prior authorization or a referral is required. If you need to know if a specific CPT code is covered, such as 90847 or psych testing codes, let us know in advance. Benefit information is entered in TherapyNotes by the next business day. There is a limit of 3 verifications per day and 60 per month. If you exceed 60 per month, there's a fee of $7.95 per each additional verification. On a daily basis, we will log into your TherapyNotes account and submit your claims ready to submit electronic and paper. We will review any claims that may have rejected electronically. If we can handle it based upon the reason for the rejection, we will. If we require your assistance, for example, the claim denied because the patient's coverage terminated, we will securely notify you of this. For EAP billing, we can only submit EAP claims for those payers that allow electronic submission, such as United/Optum and Cigna. For payers like Magellan or Carelon Behavioral Health, formerly Beacon, that require EAP claims to be submitted via their specific online forms, providers will submit these forms themselves because of the requirement for clinical information. We would recommend, if you do EAP work for United and Cigna, that you have us set up in TherapyNotes separate EAP payers such as Cigna EAP and United Healthcare EAP because of the payer-specific requirements for EAP billing. Did you know that TherapyNotes does not offer the option to submit secondary claims electronically? If a patient has secondary insurance that is not automatically crossed over by the primary payer, you have to print the secondary claim in TherapyNotes, attach the primary payer EOB, and mail to the secondary payer. However, we do offer the ability for us to submit secondary claims electronically to most payers via our other practice management program. This results in faster secondary payments to you and fewer claim rejections. Some payers reject secondary claims for claims that are sent on paper, indicating that the primary payer EOB is needed even if that EOB is attached to the paper claim. We will ensure your office is enrolled with all possible payers to receive electronic remittance advice and TherapyNotes. Then, on a daily basis, when we log into your TherapyNotes account, we will post all ERA files. Prior to posting, we will review the ERA for any claims that denied. If we can determine the reason for the denial, then we will automatically follow up with the payer. If we cannot determine, we also will. However, if the denial is valid, for example, claims that denied because coverage terminated or eligibility was not found, we will notify you to provide us corrected or updated insurance information so we can resubmit. For any EOBs you receive in the mail, you will scan the EOBs you receive that are not also found under ERA and TherapyNotes and securely upload them to our website. We will then manually post those EOBs in TherapyNotes. For payers like Carelon Behavioral Health that offer ERAs through another platform but are not available for TherapyNotes to receive, we will download those EOBs from the other platform and upload them into TherapyNotes and then post the ERA file. Your office can easily post your patient payments yourself, such as copays and coinsurance paid at the time of visit. On a monthly basis, we will provide you patient statements. If you have patients who have credit cards on file, you can take advantage of our optional credit card processing service, whereby we will charge each patient's credit card for the balance owed. The fee is only 49 cents per approved transaction, with no fee for denied transactions. Assuming your office is enrolled for our Platinum service, follow-up of outstanding or denied claims is included in this level of service. Again, as mentioned previously, we will automatically follow up on claims where an EOB comes in and the payer has rejected in error, or we cannot determine from the EOB why the claim rejected. For any claims that remain outstanding more than 30 days after claim submission, we will automatically follow up with the payer. If, after speaking with the payer, we require additional information from you, such as notes or corrected patient demographics, we will securely notify you. Now, there is one condition. At least once a week and preferably every day, your office must provide us copies of EOBs you receive that are not found in TherapyNotes under ERAs. So you're not sending us all EOBs. You only send us those EOBs you receive that do not appear under ERAs in TherapyNotes. It's incumbent upon you to make sure you do it at least once a week. If you don't, we will still follow up on claims that deny an error, but not on outstanding claims. The reason being, we don't know if a claim's outstanding if you're receiving EOBs but fail to provide them to us. So as long as you send us the EOBs at least once a week, and preferably every day, we will automatically follow up on claims not only that deny an error, but that remain outstanding after 30 days. Do you pay your clinicians a percentage of the amount paid by insurance? If so, you are probably using the revenue report in TherapyNotes. Upon request, we can provide you the revenue report, separate reports per clinician upon the schedule you set, such as weekly or monthly. But are you aware the revenue report is based upon the date of the payment? This can cause problems. For example, if on Saturday the 15th, we run a report for the week that ends on Friday the 14th, and then on Monday the 17th, we post a payment from a payer with a payment date of Friday the 14th, that payment is lost for revenue report purposes. If we know you will be wanting us to run the revenue reports, the way we get around this problem is by changing the payment date. In the above example, for the payment received on Monday the 17th, to ensure that payment is reflected on the next revenue report, we would change the payment date when posting in TherapyNotes from Friday the 14th to Monday the 17th. With our Premium Plus service, you can save compared to our Platinum service. The Premium Plus service includes setting up new patients in TherapyNotes, submitting claims on a daily basis, submitting all secondary claims, reviewing and posting all EOBs, providing the revenue report per clinician upon request. Verification of benefits is optional, $7.95 per verification. Follow-up of outstanding or denied claims is not available under the Premium Plus service. However, we do notify you of all claims that deny an error and require follow-up. Follow-up is only needed on 2 to 3% of claims. So if you have the time to follow up on 2 to 3 claims out of 100, you can save compared to our Platinum service. On the other hand, if you do not want to deal with insurance companies at all, you will want to opt for our Platinum service. For the Platinum service fees, the setup fee is waived for TherapyNotes users. The standard per claim rate is $3.99 per claim, with a minimum fee of $199.95 per month. A 1,000 claim annual prepayment option is $365 per claim. A 2,000 claim annual prepayment option is $335 per claim. With an annual prepayment option, the number of claims purchased must be used within 1 year. For the Premium Plus service, the standard rate is $289 per claim with a minimum fee of $99.95 per month. A 1,000 claim annual prepayment option is $259 per claim. A 2,500 claim prepayment option is $219 per claim. The number of claims again must be used within 1 year, and the setup fee is waived for TherapyNotes users. Are you using a billing service charging a percentage? If so, you are probably overpaying. Most billing services charge between 5 to 10% of the amount paid, with the average being 7%. If you are paying 7%, and your average reimbursement is $80 per visit, you are paying $5.60 per claim. Compare that to our highest fee of $3.99 per claim for our Platinum service standard rate. If your average reimbursement per visit is more than $80, your savings by using MB Pros is even greater. For example, if your average reimbursement is $120 per visit, you would pay $8.40 per visit to a billing service charging a percentage compared to a maximum of $3.99 charged by MB Pros. Some clinicians do not chart their visits right away. Some do it every 2 weeks, some do it once a month. If that's the case, you might be able to save. For example, let's say on April 15th, we submit visits for John Smith for April 1st and April 8th. Let's assume you're reimbursed $80 per visit for a total of $160. If you paid another billing service 7%, you would be paying $11.20 for those 2 visits. If you are enrolled for our Platinum service, you would pay a maximum of $3.99 for that claim. Now, a billing service charging a percentage will argue they fight hard to get your claims paid. In reality, follow-up is needed on only 2 to 3% of behavioral health claims. If you submit 100 claims during the month, you would be overpaying the billing service charging a percentage on the 97 to 98 claims that are processed without any need for follow-up. And remember, with our Platinum service, we handle the exact same things that a billing service charging a percentage does, but at a much lower rate. And if you're willing to make calls for follow-up on those 2 to 3% of claims, you can save even more with us by choosing our Premium Plus service. Now, we do have an introductory special offer for TherapyNotes users. If you choose our standard per claim rate, receive the first 2 months free with a limit of 100 free claims per month. Then save 10% off the standard rate for the rest of the first year. So for the Premium Plus service, rather than paying $289 per claim, you'll pay only $261 per claim. For the Platinum service, rather than paying $399 per claim, you would pay $359 per claim. In addition, if you have a smaller practice, you even save off our minimum monthly fees. So for the Platinum service, for the first year after the first 2 months free, the minimum fee is $179.95 per month. Normally, it's $199.95 per month. For the Premium Plus service, after the first 2 months free, the minimum fee will only be $89.95 per month for the rest of that first year. Normally, it's $99.95 per month. If you submit 20 or more claims per week on average, you should prepay and save. If you purchase an annual prepayment option, you will still receive the first 2 months free with the limit of 100 free claims per month. In addition, you will save 20% for all prepayment purchases during the first year. So for the Premium Plus service, you can purchase a 1,000 claim prepayment for only $207 per claim. Normally it's $259 per claim. You can purchase a 2,500 claim prepayment for only $1.75 per claim. Normally it's $219 per claim. For our Platinum service, you can purchase a 1,000 claim prepayment for only $292 per claim. It's normally $365 per claim. You can purchase a 2,000 claim prepayment for only $268 per claim. It's normally $3.35 per claim. Again, that's for all prepayment purchases during your first year. The 1-year time period for using the number of claims purchased starts after the 2 months free. And again, remember our setup fee of $99.95 is waived if you are using TherapyNotes. That does conclude this webinar. For more information on our special for TherapyNotes users, visit mbpros.com/TN2023. You can email us at info@mbpros.com. You can call us at 877-762-7767. If you want to meet virtually to discuss our services and our fees, and it's in a pressure-free environment, go to mbpros.com/virtual, where you can pick a date and a time that's best for you to schedule a meeting. Thank you for attending this on-demand webinar.